Jan Wilding and a Rush Hour. Now we're rapidly heading to that time of the year where you hear things like
Bourbons and Bollinger. What a secret combination. I like to have them shaken, not stirred.
So I thought I'd talk to a man about what's happening with a certain gentleman called Father Christmas. Yes. Good morning, Mr. Peters, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Harding Price. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you, Ray. And you?
I'm very well, thank you.
So, Santa should be donning his costumes. Or his virtual costumes, possibly, because we should be getting ready for the Santa Fun Run. Probably one of the biggest in the world, isn't it, here in Lincoln?
It is, and it's one of the longest running. This would be our 15th year, but this year will be somewhat different to our normal situation.
Oh, dear. Are we talking different because of COVID?
Indeed we are. Indeed we are. So, in order to keep this fantastic event going in Lincoln, we decided that this year the only way to do anything to raise much-needed funds for any of the local charities and deserving causes would be to have a virtual Santa Fun Run.
A virtual Santa Fun Run. I mean, that sounds virtually impossible to do.
Well, virtually, it will be very enjoyable, I'm sure.
So how is this going to take place? Because, I mean, normally we send Malcolm up to the start, and he, along with the mayor and a few other people, set off 2,500 runners, and they run round the castle and the cathedral and the Bailgate and things like that. And then they come running past Father Christmas in the castle square there, cheers them on to the finish, and they raise their money. How can they do that this year if we're not allowed to meet in that sort of numbers?
So this year, first of all, can I say that everybody, if you look on www.lincolnsantafunrun.co.uk, all of the information is available on our website. But in essence, what we're saying is your £10 registration fee this year will still give you the Santa Fun Run suit, your runner number, and your sponsorship form, and will also entitle you to an early bird registration for next year's event. The difference being that this year, you decide where you want to run, with whom you run, how you run, walk or stumble or fall around the route that
early in the morning, Ray. That early in the morning.
The route that you choose any time throughout December, and we will send your Santa suit through to you by the post. There will be an additional cost of £2 for the postage, but you can do all of the things that you would normally do, but you must ensure that you comply with current legislation or guidelines with regard to safety. But we felt this was the way that we could keep the event alive and still raise some much-needed funds for this fantastic event that has taken place now for 14 years, and this will be our 15th.
Well, yes, because, I mean, the day itself, it's a lot of hard work for you and your team, but it is rather fun. I mean, I have to admit, we do have great fun on the day.
We do, and it's just fantastic to see. We get there very early, and I can speak for you as well. We get there very early, and then suddenly we're cold and bleary-eyed, and then the first red suits start to arrive, and then the barriers go up, then the speaker system comes up, then that very noisy Santa starts practicing.
Oh, I know. He's awful, isn't he? He really is.
And then you can feel the atmosphere bubbling, and suddenly we're full in Castle Square of Santas. And it is a fantastic event. And it would be such a shame if we lost that because of this horrible situation we find ourselves in.
So this year we're going to do it virtually, but what you're saying, Ray, is that you're almost certainly, I mean, we're assuming that this time next year we won't be in lockdown again. We'll be planning for 2021.
Definitely.
And people will be able to pre-register or pre-book, or is it actually booking themselves a place for next year if they book it this year?
If they book it this year, that will give them access to an early bird registration next year, so they will get priority over anyone who applies next year. We've got 1,000 places available for this year, and we're moving along nicely, so we've sold a couple of hundred, and we'd like to see that move along nicely now that we're approaching the day. But it's any time during December, and it's where wherever you want to do it, in your garden, on your farm or around the park, but making sure that you are very safe, you do comply with existing legislations, and you have a great time, and then send us photographs or recordings or videos of you taking part and post them on our website, where they'll be available on our Facebook page, and we can still enjoy the event as if it were happening live.
Now, you talk about raising money for the charities. That's what we ought to talk about them, Ray. Which charities will benefit this year from the virtual fun run?
Yeah, we've selected. What we decided to do was the carers in the community. So we thought that we would look after those charities, those charities in Lincoln and the local area that have been looking after people during this awful situation. And so we chose a few, but there'll be St Barnabas. There'll be the normal ones that we do support, but people can still support any charity they wish. But really, we're supporting just the St Barnabas Hospice, St Andrew's Children's Hospice, Lincoln YMCA, Links and Notts Air Ambulance, the Children's Air Ambulance, the Lincoln Food Bank, or Trussell Trust as it's known, the Lincoln Community Larder, Edan Links, which is for domestic abuse and women's refuge, and of course the Rotary Club of Lincoln Colonia Trust Fund, and we will still be able to make small donations to other charities that come to us throughout the year. We've been actively supporting those charities during these hard times, and we were making collections for food for the larders and the food bank earlier on this year, and we need to be able to continue supporting those worthy causes throughout this year as well, through next year as well.
Now, you said there's a £2 delivery charge. What if people decide they want to collect their suit?
Yeah, originally we do say on the website that you can collect, but because we went into then another lockdown where most of those retail areas were closed, we had to withdraw that, so it is by post now.
So it's only by post?
Yes.
And what? Just remind people, Ray, how far are you? Is the actual fun run? What's the distance? Because I mean, it's all right saying 2 laps of our circuit, but what's the actual distance? Let's do it in kilometres to start with, and then transfer that into English.
The real event was 4.6 kilometres, which was 2 laps around the chosen circuit. Or people who chose to do 1 lap, it was 2.6 kilometres. However, this event is for the people to choose where they want to do it, when they want to do it, and how they want to do it. So if you want to do 100 yards or 100 metres around your garden or up and down your drive, then please do it. If you want to walk around your school playground 5 times, then please do it. Or 3 times, or 53 times. The choice is yours. We just want you to do it. Please do it. Please support us this year.
There you go. So 4.6 kilometres, just under 3 miles, 2.85 miles. That's quite a few laps of a garden if someone wants to do the whole thing. But as you're saying, you don't have to do all of it, do you?
No, it's entirely up to you. You can do what you can do, what you like to do, what you want to do. But as I say, just please support this fantastic event and keep it going for Lincoln.
Ray, it's a real pleasure talking to you, my friend. Shall we just remind them of the website so that they can log in and collect their virtual kit?
Yep, it is www.lincolnsantafunrun.co.uk.
And if you click on that, you will actually it says the countdown. 43 days, no hours, 4 minutes and 4 seconds.
Absolutely, we don't have hours.
I see. So we got 43 days in which to finish your Santa Fun Run.
Absolutely.
Ray, it's been a real pleasure, my friend. We'll catch up next year, I'm sure, when we'll maybe hopefully do it for real.
Yeah, definitely. We look forward to that. It's just such a shame, but we are where we are.
Now, I know it's middle of November, but I thought I would play this very special record just for you, as it is a Santa Fun Run. You take care, my friend. Stay safe.
Thanks, David. You too.
Bye.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Thank you, my friend, and to you.
Cheers. Thank you.